Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Before we investigate this Druid's Grove, I would like to start by talking about some things from the comments. The first one is, there is a hide helmet option here. You can't see it normally, but you can see it if you hover over there, and you can also hide it during dialogues. I like her goofy little helmet, but I could definitely see situations where we wouldn't like it. Like if I wore this Mask of the Shapeshifter, 100% I want to do that. But it's useful to know. It's useful to know. So thank you for pointing that out. The other one is this passive here. So this is something that we can turn on, and this will cause us to not kill people if we're using a melee weapon or if we're unarmed. What's interesting about this is previously I have actually not killed somebody when we fought them. I did that when the people were looting that tomb, and I had to do the reload. When I went into there again, I ended up not killing them, which was interesting. Now, apparently there might be conversations that you can get with people if you do a non-lethal attack and then speak to them afterwards, which is kind of interesting. Like if you fight somebody, then you talk to them afterwards, then you can kind of explain yourself or something. I think that's interesting. I'm going to turn it off for just now, but if we get into a combat and I'm like, oh, I want the chance to try and speak to this person instead of killing them, then we will use it. But thank you for pointing out that this isn't just a thing that's on, as I had initially thought. This is a thing you have to specifically click and say, I want that. So, cool. Those are the things from the comments. And now we're going to explore a little bit of this. We got some rats in here. Okay, well immediately I'm going to click here and go, rats. There we go. So now we have a little marker. Okay. Let me just expand that. Wolf. There we go. So now we have two markers for these things. Who are we going to speak to? I guess we could speak to Kagha here. I think that seems like the best thing to do right away. Alright. Hello.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
I'm not going to say that. Mainly because I think that would make her not like us. Let's see what we want to say. Only a monster would threaten a child. You're protecting your own. Sometimes cruelty is required. Or honestly, I just wanted to see what would happen. I don't know what to say. I guess because we're Dragonborn, we're fitting into this whole clan thing, and that's becoming part of what we're... Like, that's becoming part of our identity. I think 2 fits the character that we're growing into. As we're playing more and more, we're seeing more of how the options are developing. And I think that this idea of a clan and people around you being someone that you protect no matter the cost is fitting quite well with us. And I can almost see our party becoming our found family and us doing this for them. I think that works. Let's say 2.
First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Okay. Well, Zelvor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Okay. Then it seems I'd best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Okay, can we speak to you again?
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
I'm told there is a healer here. Where is she?
Nettie, yes. She's bumbling about somewhere. But if your treatment is meant to outlast the rite, you'll be removed with the rest.
Okay. This rite must be born of powerful magic.
The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out.
Okay.
They may die on the road. They will die if they stay. A clear choice, I would say.
I'm going to leave. Alright then. Well, let's see what everybody else has to say. It's a detailed report over here. Can I read that? I should be able to, right? Yeah, there's nothing stopping us. Let's read this detailed report. Someone has written Shadow Curse at the top of this page and a number of notes below. Trees infected but still alive. Malicious component to underlying magic. Resists removal. Attempts to infect caster. Range and severity of curse suggest divine origin. Umbral characteristics and vicinity to Shar's temple suggest goddess herself is responsible. Interesting.
Temple of Shar. Where? And what's this about a curse?
Good questions. Grimy report? All prints suggest an animal walked across this entry, smudging everything except a few words. Animal scout scent. Eastern town. Villagers possibly still violet. Okay. What have we got? Grove Annals? The warning to the Sword Coast. Wait, where's the warning to the Sword Coast? I wish to read this. People of the Sword Coast, look around you. What do you see? A collection of gods-fearing humans, elves, and dwarves? Or an infernal corruption of that divine image? Tieflings, wearing their devilish heritage for all to see, walk among us as if they didn't owe their existence and allegiance to the lords below. These hell-touched peoples have infiltrated our cities, our organizations, even our families. They can claim to be good all they wish. Would you believe the tiger who looks at you with dripping fangs if he said he ate nothing but vegetables? No, we can see their true nature, plain as day. But they are not the only evil infiltrating our world. All around I see drow, droger, and other creatures of the Underdark strive for acceptance. But why should you accept them, when their brothers raid our countryside and steal our children? Obviously, I'm not saying they should be cast out. Obviously, I am not saying that we should return these delinquents to the Underdark and drive the tieflings back to the hells they came from. But be wary of these people, my friends. Be suspicious when you see them, and especially suspicious when you do not. Alright. Well, I can see how tieflings are treated now. I would imagine we're not going to fare much better among certain people. I'm not allowed to read the Grove Annals. I am allowed to read the Study of the Sword Coast. Okay. A scrap of a larger map fastened to the page with a fragrant sap. Someone has written tainted by curse above the lands to the east, beyond the mountains, on the road to Baldur's Gate. I'm not allowed to read this for some reason. Why not? That's interesting. Okay. I love that they don't mind we're just walking over whatever this is. I was going to say a table, but I guess it's not really a table, is it? I don't know. But they like us. They're fine with us walking over there. Hello.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
If I hadn't spoken up, what would have happened?
Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse.
Okay. I'm looking for Nettie. Actually, let's start with 3. How did Kagha take over the whole grove?
She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside.
Okay, I didn't skip that conversation. It just cut off by itself, but hopefully you got it in the subtitles. If nobody's looking for Halsin, I could do it.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
Okay. No need to fret, I'll find him.
Sylvanas' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Head over here. I'm also not allowed to read this Fallen plaque. I'm allowed to read this one, the Union plaque, though.
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
Wow. How rude. I was actually specifically invited in here.
Dark Justiciars.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
Okay. Interesting.
Finished. What if they tried to steal things?
All right. What about you?
Again, we've shown them once.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
Okay, I'm going to try something here. It says that I will get told off. Wait, it said that I would get told off. Oh, when I press Alt, it says I'll get told. Oh, interesting. It says I'll get told off if I hover there, but if I hover here, it's fine. Is that the same on these? No, this is red. Let's read the Grove Annals.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Okay, I'm going to reload that, but I'm going to try the other one as well.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Saluna.
Okay, interesting. Alright, so if it's red on the cog, you are not allowed to do it. But it could be red on the word, and the cog could be red on the word, and that's fine as long as it's not red when you click on it. Okay. It's just a weird little UI quirk. That's fine. I'm not taking the -5 opinion for that, though. Because, yeah, I was deliberately testing that. But I do want to get this bit of dialogue again.
The towers see history.
Although, you know, there is one other thing. I failed my religion check this time. Really?
The towers see.
Oh, well, whatever. See, if I click this...
The towers seized.
Oh, that's
the
still
battle.
fine. Okay. Now, next question. If I have somebody else in charge, do I get the religion check again?
The tower, you see vanquished foe, the fallen bear shards. The inscription speaks of Moonrise. She and her
Okay. We got more there, so I think we did. But anyway. Or it might be that she just knew, and that's why we got the dialogue. Either way, we're fine. Right. I don't think it's going to be too impactful either way, whether we know this or not. Or whether we've seen this or not. But maybe I'm wrong. Oh, we can open the door. That's weird. Servants' quarters. So we got a bunch of stuff in here. Kagha's chest. Or Kagha's chest. I'm not allowed to read this. There is a wolf here. That wolf is gonna... yeah, it's gonna tell on us. Alright, well I definitely want to loot this place. Could I shut the door on the wolf? Let's see, I wonder if the wolf is gonna leave. We got distinctly stared at there. Yeah, on you go. It's like, are you gonna leave or... Alright, I'll leave. I think the wolf is following me. I might be wrong though.
Ridiculous. We just let her run off.
The wolf is following me. Look at that.
Child. One who tried
Interesting.
To steal from us.
Well, I assume it's following, but that's fine. Let's toggle group mode. Go in here. Shut the door. See ya. It's time for some sneaky time. I'm going to steal.
Might be useful.
Ooh, hello. How did you get in here? I'm fairly certain the door is shut. Alright, door does not matter apparently. What about here? Can I sneak here?
Can't risk being in open view.
Steal.
You've been caught mid-robbery. Your next move had best be a careful one.
Drop it.
What was taken is free to be reclaimed, and you are free to go.
Now you see, I'll take the opinion hit there, because that was my fault. Interestingly, he's the one who spotted me. Will bother someone else. I suppose I can
breathe quiet, move
stealthy
with care.
here. Yeah, so it's because he looked round that he saw me. Interesting. Hey you,
Eager for battle.
Lae'zel. Come shut the stone door.
Does this count as adventuring?
Does this count as adventuring, he says.
Maybe
Steal
I
it,
need
steal
more
it, steal it,
pockets.
steal it, steal it, steal it, steal it. I also want the Right of Thorns, but I think that's actually okay for me to read. Right, unstealth. Let's read it. Right in front of him. Okay. The Elder Circle doth decree, the greatest tenets, number 3. The natural order must be preserved no matter its form. Forces that would disrupt the natural order must be destroyed. The Emerald Enclave must offer aid to the weary and injured. Interesting. So number 3 would imply that they would have to help people. But I guess they're going to argue that number 1 supersedes number 3. Okay, the Right of Thorns. Let me quick save. Interwoven prayers and incantations snake across one side of the page. Written on the other are instructions for performing the Rite of Thorns. When the prayer is complete, thorns and bramble rise from the earth, protecting all who chanted it. Hey, I got some extra stuff there. So let's investigate Kagha. Dangerous magic. Why is she so determined to do
Breathe
it?
deep and move.
Okay. I'm not allowed to read the Grove Artifacts one. This guy is kind of in here now, huh? I really wanted to have a look at her chest, which is back here. Okay, so how do I reach... Oh, I have to go up this way. I see. Well, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't be able to sneak
That's
past
a
here.
friendly-looking shadow.
And we wait for him. Okay. Lockpick.
Right tool will do the trick.
Roll. Yikes. Roll again. Hey. Okay, back off. Wait for this guy. He's gonna turn in a second and I want to grab it when he's not looking. He might not see me, but he might. Yeah, so you're leaving the room entirely now. Really? Now you're leaving the room? That's fine. Just gonna stare at my party. That's fine. So I'll take all. Right, let's see what we picked up. So, first things first. We got... well, what's the name of this? Oh, The Secrets of the Shadow Druid. Drogo was inspired. Okay, cool, but I want to read what it says first. Wait, yes, I want to see the name of the... Gale also got inspired because I read a book. Cool. Thank you. I want to read the book's name. Alright. Faldorn's Canticle, The Shadow Druid's Doctrine. This aged tome's corners are mossy and alive with tiny insects. The book's spine is limber from overuse. The corner of one page is folded inwards. Balance is a myth. Where any clan treads, nature struggles. Union is a fiction. Men of mere flesh seek only to tame beast and raise flora. We are the thunder, we are the rain, we shatter mankind and grow new life in its place. So this was in her chest, so we're assuming that she's following that doctrine, not the Emerald Enclave tenants. Half-torn note. The marks crisscrossing the page don't look scribed so much as slashed. Kagha, Swamp Dogs, Tree, Meet Me, Alone, Olodun. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Gale, I have an important... Actually, Lae'zel, I have an important task for you. Shut the door.
What now?
I'm looting. What else have we got here? On the subject of Gond and progress. Sounds interesting. Let's grab what's in the pouch first. Okay. Stone tablets. I will grab both of those. Try to see where this is. I think I got it. Right. Another pouch. Okay. Oh. Yes, I'm done here. Yeah, there was nothing back here. Yeah, not being weird at all. Yes, I was just leaving now to read my book that I brought from home. Yes, that's right. Okay, what have we got here? So, the Lords of Madness Volume 4, Yinogu. This book of fine red leather seems ageless, but the smell of rotting flesh emanates from its pages. Of all the demon lords, few have made their mark on the world as firmly as Yinogu. Though his ravenous hunger is claimed to be a mindless compulsion, there is nothing mindless about the thorough insinuation of his presence in the world via his chosen, gnolls. But how are gnolls created? First, a chosen of Yinogu must do as their master wills, kill. A hyena that feasts on the corpse of the chosen's victim, and a gnoll is born from the glutted belly of the hyena. Gnolls thus born are hunger manifest. They ravage any living being, tearing body and bone asunder, leaving behind only bones. They care not for wealth or material gain, only to satiate their hunger. That satiation is itself an offering to Yinogu, funneled directly to him. Some might envy the gnolls for such a tangible connection to their creator god, but that envy would melt to utter terror as soon as the beast's rotting breath and wicked cackles made their way through the dark of night. Should you find yourself the object of gnollish pursuit, burn your corpses, cover your scent, and pray to whoever might aid you, for there is no bribing, begging, or reasoning with hunger incarnate. And then on the subject of Gond and progress, a faded letter printed in a dense, bold font. It appears to be an argument between two siblings, one a follower of Gond and the other a member of the Emerald Enclave. Benji, enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of hearing about your precious Emerald Enclave. They claim to be allies of the people of Faerun, but they fight to balance civilization and the nature of the chaotic world. But this is lies. They are enemies of progress, of intellect. Who would be happiest if the world was reverted to a time of outdoor privies and knuckle-dragging protofolk? Please, visit me at the High House of Wonders in Baldur's Gate. The things I've learned during my apprenticeship are simply, well, wondrous. There's water pumps. No more back-breaking work for a simple bucket of water. A steam-powered oxen that can drive your wagon for days on end. Even this letter. It was transcribed and printed by our newest mechanized printing press. I had a little fun and printed several copies just for the sake of it. Please, brother, I cannot bear the thoughts of coming home to find you picking berries out of a tree and arguing with Mother and Dad about whether or not their crops impede on Fox territory. Right back soon, alright? And don't forget, Dad's birthday is next month. Love, Abigail. Okay, you still in here? He is. There's one more book I want. I want the Grove artifacts, and then actually I want to open all the tablet things. So much loot in here. Logbook? Wait a second. What's this logbook? Okay, it's labelled 1371 and stamped with an elegant stag behind a dark green background. 6. Ut Tar. Sent 2 druids, 2 of the newer recruits up north. Village there had 2 years of failed crops and are unlikely to survive next winter. 9. Uktar. A group from Baldur's Gate arrived. They've set up camp at the edge of the forest. 2 bears and a fox came by. Their territory has been burned out. Half of the fox's cubs died. Paying this new group a visit tomorrow. 10. Uktar. Visit did not go well. After telling me to shove it, they said they'd cut down half the forest and burn any wildlife that dared stick around, claiming they were going to farm the land and make a new city of their own. Time to get creative. 12. Ukar. Mudslide did the trick, buried half their farming equipment and made the rest useless. They won't be back anytime soon. Got reports of a red wizard in the village south of here, sending 3 rangers to investigate. If they catch even a whiff of a red cloak, I'm contacting the House of Sylvanas. Interesting. Okay. And then this one?
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanas, god of nature,
Okay.
All be over. The
Interesting.
rituals.
You in here still? No? Okay. Well, allow me to shut the door. And all the way over here. Stealth.
Careful footwork.
Steal. In here. Take all.
Should mind my step.
I've earned. Okay, I got a tutorial for alchemy, but like honestly, I'm busy and we know how to do it. Well, in theory. I'm looting it all. We'll investigate what I've looted later. Okay, this. Bottle rack. Wicker chest. I think that's it. Underwrite of Thorns, but we've already read it. Wooden chest back here. Stone tablets. Got it all. Good. We're good to go. Good to go. Although, wait a second. Yeah, I'm not hiding anymore. Ah, good.
Another step forward.
I was just leaving. You don't need to worry about anything. Don't you worry. Right, let's see what we got. So we got Soul Coins of Treaties. We read these? I think we might have read this. Yes. Okay. Red Death and Divinity. Misses of Candlekeep. Meticulously copied letters preserving even the handwriting of the originals. Okay. Right. To the Sage Elminster. Over the past year, I've delivered many of your letters to Master Gorion, so I wanted to be the one to deliver this sad news. Alas, he is with us no more. Gorion and his ward left Candlekeep soon after your last letter to him arrived. They departed in the middle of the night, but were waylaid shortly after on the road to Baragost. The gate warden tells me that Gorion saw to it that several of his attackers joined him in the next world before he was struck down. I hope this brings you the same grim comfort it brings me. Of his ward there was no sign. In some better news, I received your letter to the library and was able to find much of the material you requested. It's been carefully secured and will travel with this letter. Yours in honour, Tristan P. Shale, librarian at Candlekeep. I do hope you'll forgive my curiosity, but might I ask you, why do you need so much information about Balspawn? What exactly are you working on? So this is a reference, as far as I know, to the start of Baldur's Gate 1. Is it a further reference to Baldur's Gate 2? I don't know, but effectively this is from Baldur's Gate. Like everything in here is within like the first 5 minutes of Baldur's Gate 1. Right. An excerpt from A Brush with Hags on A Brush with Evil on Hags, written by Elizabeth M. Soot. It has been too long, dear reader, since we last sat together. I wish it was because I've been travelling far and wide, working to bring you more tips and tricks on how to triumph over evil. Alas, that was not the case, for I fell prey to a green hag. Worry not, I'm alive and well, but I have spent the last 2 years in her service. One day I will share what happened in that darkened cell, but not this day. Instead, I come to you for warning. We've discussed hags before, be they of the night, green, or sea variety, and how they are not to be trifled with. But even with all my research, I never truly understood what it meant to encounter one. Evil beings, hags, rely on magic, deceit, illusion, and even blackmail to lure their victims in. I knew this, I repeated it many times to you, dear reader, but I did not realize their charm, their allure. I did not know that I would come to love her, that I would yearn to please her. She strung me along, tempting me with my wildest dreams. I thought myself clever, that I would be able to outmaneuver her. I once bested a Glabrezu. Surely I could handle a green hag, and she let me believe it, until she sprung her trap. Hags delight in suffering, priding themselves on creating new and inventive ways to torment those in their care. And while I have escaped, I spend every waking moment in fear that either her or one of her sisters will come for me. For a hag coven does not let even the smallest of slights go unpunished. So I rescind my previous guides to dealing with a hag, my suggestions for clever language and deceit. Instead, I offer these words: should you ever encounter a hag, run, and pray she does not follow. Cool. Okay. Oh, was that all we got? Grove artifacts on the subject of Gond. Yes, that's all we got. Cool. Plus a bunch of other bits and pieces. Come on, group. Back together. Oh, we're allowed this chest. Ah, my fork. Wonderful. Oh, yeah, somebody also gave me a tip in the comments, which was that we are, or I think this was a tip from Discord, that we are able to, if I find the right person.
I applaud your taste.
I'm looking through everybody here. I'm now like, who did I leave them with? I think I left them... Okay, I'm looking for my camping supplies. I think I left them all Vestarian. Basically, this already proves the point. Your camping supplies, it doesn't apparently matter whether they are with you. So if I send this apple, which is camping supplies, to camp, apparently you can still use them in camp. Although apparently it does lower your camp supplies here, which is interesting. I guess it's because you can take them out at camp and then use them to camp, which means that effectively you still have them. And when you camp, it triggers it. Okay, so it doesn't pop up here, which is kind of annoying, but apparently that does actually work, which is kind of interesting.
My feet can carry me.
Druid's Chambers. Oh, well there's somebody in here the whole time, which is going to be annoying. Hello, it's Nettie, the person who's going to heal us. Also, the other portrait from Divinity. Hello.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Is there anything I can do to help?
A moment. This medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
I'm looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Do you know anything about Mind Flayers?
Why are you asking?
No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A Mind Flayer tadpole?
Well, you know of them. Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
Okay. Ooh, cool. Well, we'll keep following.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
The drow and I have the same kind of parasite?
Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start.
What are you doing?
It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that plant? Will it help?
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
Oh,
It
no.
might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Why do I get the feeling that the spiky plant is to kill us? Let's go through step by step. I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a Mind Flayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected.
A Mind Flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, You'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I'm gonna ask the first one. I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
Well, we can agree, I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a Mind Flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of Mind Flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
Okay. What do you mean should be changing?
Mind Flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new Mind Flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though? It's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
Okay. That's good news?
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
The thing is, I've sent birds to find him. But the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Okay. Alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Alright, well, we've got a deadly poison that'll kill us. That's cool.
Why the poison?
Okay.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
In what vessel? Something in that vessel? In this vessel? Are you calling him a vessel?
I don't need any attention right now.
Drow's letter. Orders taken from the body of a Drow scout. They're written in an elegant, if angry hand. Okay, let's see what it says. Track the Druid. Find whatever burrow he runs to. Report back to me. Remember, you're only a scout. Do not engage. Do not kill anyone. Simply observe and return. I shall decide what we do next. M. Huh. Assuming that was what was meant by that. Notes on Drow parasite. Anatomical sketches of both a drow and an Ithalid tadpole are accompanied by notes written in an urgent scribble. The parasite was nestled deep in the brain matter. Ithalid, undoubtedly. Yet the host seems unaware while alive. Visible signs of ceremorphosis on the cadaver. Oh, strange. The final note is a single underlined word. Altered?
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
Hastily written note. My dear Nettie, I entrust you with the circlet to open the library. We're always, if you need to enter the vault, talk to Wrath. He has the rune, but won't give it to anyone, so be sure you have a good reason to ask. Protect my research while I'm gone, take care of the animals. Don't give fish to Tuffet, she's getting lazy. Master Halsin. So there's the Mind Flayer parasite specimen, his pipe. Halsin's Journal, Volume 1. Extraordinary happenings. While meditating in the forest, Nettie and I were ambushed by a pack of goblins led by a drow. We had no choice but to defend ourselves. That is not the extraordinary, or rather disturbing part. On the drow's death, a parasitic creature emerged from the corpse and attempted to escape. I managed to capture it and have the host's cadaver here in my study. I've told no one of my fears. Nettie suspects, but knows better than to ask. I will investigate further before informing others. Kagha will demand answers I don't yet have. I better record any further findings in a separate volume and keep them upon my person, lest praying eyes jump to the wrong conclusions. Interesting. Wrong conclusions, you say? I'm allowed this autumn crocus? Thank you.
Light on my feet.
Let's see what else we got. A rune of the eagle, which will do something to this. Oh, and more runes together will allow something to unlock. Okay, well we've already got a lot unlocked back here. You okay if I just like loot this place? Seem to be fine. I think Nettie's fine with us being here and looting it. I mean, she would have said something if she wasn't, right? Right?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Well, gods are watching you, but nobody else. Death and resurrection. Oh, we got all sorts in here. Let's grab them all and then we can see what's new. Right. Okay. I'm really liking this area. Filled with a ton of lore and interesting, like interesting things, I guess would be the way I put it. It's lots of things that are just intriguing. Also, if we get the last rune, we can get into this, I assume, which will definitely be useful, potentially. Okay, but we need to speak to a specific person. Was it Wrath? I think it was. I don't know if we're good enough at just talking people into everything, but we'll see. Okay.
That's curious.
There's a door we can get into. Yeah,
I won't
okay.
draw any attention.
Keep grabbing the books. Keep grabbing the books. You know, we're not really doing outsiders a great service when we're stealing everything. Wait, can I take everything else out here as well?
Have to keep going. Have to keep going. All right.
I'll take the dagger. And his journal. And his pipe. And the weathered chisel set. And all this. Sticky fingers, you know? Yeah, I'll take that. And the note. And the notes in the parasite. I keep hearing people behind me, but I think it's our companions going up on this thing and walking off of it. Bottle tentacle, definitely. The vase. That's fine.
Never
cool.
wanted the easy path.
So if we can get the last one of these, we can get in here, potentially. Oh, there's more on the ground as well? Oh, nothing on there. Alright, let's read what we got. What's new? So we already know about those. Scroll of Ice Knife. That sounds like that should be sent to Gale. Fringe Philosophy. Dense academic volume printed with no eye for design or delight. Okay. This is an excerpt attributed to High Artificer Thura Bryn of Baldur's Gate. I suppose they seek to silence me, believing that an artificer of the High House would not stoop to publish in any volume outside of the great Gondian journals they so diligently guard, but they forget that I am not so grand. Before I lent my name and my knowledge to the High House of Wonders and all marvels therein, I was not but a lazy farm girl who liked to look up. And that was how I first saw them, the slow and serene earth motes, entire mountains migrating through the sky above. It was later I learned of their origins, of the ancient Netherese empire that fashioned them, of the residual magic so potent it sustained them still. The wizards of Netheril carved marvels out of the mundane, lifted the earth aloft for industry, for sport. It was later still, after I earned my place in the High House, that I learned of the long shadow Netheril cast along the evolution of our craft, that the great flying cities fell in folly and flames does not diminish the wonders they wrought, and this stubborn aversion to studying them, to learning what they learned, is the very antithesis of Gon's teachings. Yet many of the catastrophes inflicted upon the centuries were fruit born of meddling with Netheri's seed. Yes, their last shining bastion fell into shadow, their lore twisted into Shar's dark and destructive designs. And yes, I say again, whether the High House will sanction it or not, I would think, but or no, to study the very flame of creation is worth it, should even the flames consume us. That's fine. Right. But yeah, a lot on Shar. We're getting a lot of lore on Shar. I'm assuming that's going to become very, very important soon. A medical compendium describing varied mental disturbances and their treatments by cleric physician Glenn Earl Mack. Disorders of the Nerves and Mind, a treatise. There came to me a woman, who I shall henceforth call R, greatly distraught with the unusual tempers of her husband, whom I shall henceforth call B. 3 months prior, he had suffered night sweats, crying out from sleep that he bore the mark of chaos. 2 months prior, he had taken to calling himself by the name Saravok. 1 month ago, he spoke little of little else but the throne for which he is destined. I tended to be at the couple's farmhouse. He sat calmly at the table, an unknown book clutched to his chest. I detected no curse nor loathsome spirit upon him, nor the presence of magic. Yet upon shining the light of candle flame upon him, he raised the book high and exclaimed, "The deaths they bring shall awaken the Father, and through them he will rise." I snatched the book from his hand and flung it into the hearth, where it burned, not in yellow or red flame, but pure black. It left but a single scrap, reading, "He foresaw his coming death, and seeded its essence across the land." B shivered and sighed, as if waking from a nightmare. He had no memory of the book, nor the words he had spoken. Diagnosis: unspecified neurotic enthrallment treatment. Herbal tincture of garlic and drace, dipped thrice daily until exhaustion lifts. Alright, interesting. And then soul coins, so the rest of it is old books, I'm assuming. Although oral histories of Faerun, Gith and Mind Flayers, that sounds new. Yeah, okay. Chapter 4, Baldur the Swift, 700 years of age, wood elf storyteller hailing from the Wood of Sharp Teeth. It took me several 10 days of quiet habitation in the wood before the venerable Baldur felt comfortable revealing his presence to me. The longer I stayed, demonstrating I was no longer a threat to his health and peace, the more open he was to gentle inquiry. This tale relayed to me on a chilly morning, as we stoked a small fire between us, was like none I had heard before or since. He asked if it were fiction, and he insisted empathically that it was as true as his own right eye. Long ago, before my eyes and ears, before your lonesome Quildeer scribe, there was an empire of people, or perhaps only belief, an empire of brain-eaters, soul-wasters. They called themselves Ithalids, the flayers of minds. The children of Gith were bowed, bent in service to the Flayers, a passionate people, made to serve a cold belief. The Flayers were untouchable, their minds a great oppressor. No proud will or passion could break Gith's children free. Until at last a reckoning, its source unknown, its power unproven, but its events history-making. The cowed would not be cracked. Gith's children fought back valiantly, their freedom theirs, the Flayers bent, and broken till today. Interesting. Magic of the Weave and Introduction. Okay, a hefty book for beginning spellcasters. Though mostly truthful, the author, clearly a wizard himself, seems to possess quite a particular bias. Few try to understand the Weave, a true pity, for only they who are truly attuned to the Weave can rightly call themselves spellcasters. Thus comes the question, what is the Weave? It is an essential element of the universe. It runs through everything in unseen threads. It is what makes magic possible. It is also, though I will not go into further detail here, the goddess Mystra herself. See Magic of the Weave, Mystra and the Spell Plague. The Weave isn't magic precisely, rather it is the raw material from which magic is woven, not entirely unlike how collections of threads are shaped and formed into a garment. Those with the necessary talent and skill can manipulate the Weave and perform magic by casting spells. Developing the skill takes years of learning and constant practice. You might have heard of those who can cast spells because they are born with innate connection to the Weave, commonly called sorcerers, or worse, because they struck a bargain with otherworldly creatures, also known as warlocks. Do not be deceived, their magic is unpredictable, uncontrollable, and in some cases not even rightfully theirs. No. To truly know and manipulate the Weave is an art. Those wizards who master it will know the limitless power and beauty the Weave provides. I can see that potentially it was a little biased. A lot biased. Okay, there's the Drow's letter. So everything behind that is stuff we've read. Okay, cool. Oh, also this. We'll take this as well. And what's in the vase? What's in the vase? Nothing. Okay. Right. Next thing to do. I realized I don't have the thing open where I can check whether the autosaves are working. I'm still paranoid. I'm sorry. I'm going to open it now so that I know whether the autosaves are working. Because I really want to know so that I don't mess up. Although we did have the autosave work earlier, so I mean it's fine, but like it didn't work once, so therefore I'm going to be paranoid about it, and that's, well, just the way it's going to be. Okay, last save then, time is then, perfect. Right, the autosave worked. Lovely. Right. Can we break in here?
I can't even see a lock to pick.
That's fair. Okay, so we had a note about this. So this note will be in here. Was it this one? No, that was meet them at the tree. It was the hastily written note. Okay, Wrath. Need to enter the vault, talk to Wrath. So we can maybe pickpocket Wrath. It's an idea. I don't know why I felt the need to quick save again. We didn't do anything. Okay. We could loot this place. It seems a little mean. We liked her. Right, Wrath. Prepare to get talk to. Hey, Wrath.
I wish I could offer more assistance. For now, I must keep a close watch on Kagha. I hope to see both you and Halsin again soon.
Okay. Now this definitely is a... Okay, maybe we're in a little bit of an odd spot here. Situation. I'm definitely going to try and lockpick this off of him. Not lockpick, pickpocket. Oh, hey, Wolf. What's up? I wasn't doing anything like stealing. I wouldn't do that, Wolf. You know me. It's like hanging around weird places, you know, not stealing anything. I'm going to see if I can get the wolf to follow us. I don't know if it works that way. Okay. Let's split the party. Think the wolf's gonna move? Maybe. Go. I think we have a moment. It's when the wolf walks over there and the guy's walking out. That's our moment to go. Can I push the wolf? It howls. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's going. Okay. Turn out the candles. It's darker, it'll make it easier to steal.
Just out of view. Don't waste a step.
Quick save.
Let's see what you're hiding. I can take what I please.
We got it.
Moving in.
Wonderful. I never use pickpocketing in these sorts of games for whatever reason. It always just never works. But on this one, it worked. So now we can break into this area around back here. Why do we want to break in there? Honestly, I have no idea. Mainly because it's locked, I think. What else did we need to get in here? Or was that it?
Someone's been rifling through the wrong pockets. You sense now would be a good time to clarify if that someone is you.
Here is a donation that'll make up for whatever was stolen.
Why would anyone accept such a pittance when your entire purse could just be looted from your corpse?
Oh, the game crash? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we're just gonna have to reload from back before I stole that thing. Oh, what a shame. I mean, like, just crashes at the most inopportune times. It's crazy. Crazy. I hope it's crash loading to the correct save before we stole the thing.
Be close.
Alright, I'm not hiding. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm not hiding. All right. I think it might be time that we leave. I think that perhaps we're not going to be able to get that rune. At least not yet. Maybe later. I'm wondering how you're meant to get that, because we stole it without anyone noticing. Are you meant to just ditch it or something? How did he know it was us?
A devil child. One who tried to steal from us.
Interesting.
Yet she failed.
I do wonder how you're meant to get that. Maybe you're meant to just get it and then go. I don't know. Was he following us after it was stolen, maybe? Maybe get it and go invisible or something? I don't know. Anyway, apparently I stole from the wrong person. You can also climb up here. I just noticed that. Maybe this... Oh, because probably everything in the game's a combat arena. I forgot. So that's probably what that is. It's just saying it's a combat arena, basically. Okay. Hello. Or... I really need to speak with animals. And you know what? I have an idea about how we might be able to achieve that as well.
Yes,
Right, let me leave. Hello, everybody. Hello. Wait, do you have anything to say to me now?
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Well, no more light-fingered antics, right, Arabella?
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me.
Reward. We got Chimera's Locket. Gives the wearer the ability to cast dancing lights. Oh. Okay, Gale can absorb this item's magic, destroying it. Gale, I guess I have a thing for you. Send to Gale.
At the ready.
So do I have to, like, right-click on things? Oh, there's the supply pack I was looking for earlier. Apparently you can send this to the camp. And yeah, so it definitely doesn't count towards your camp supplies, but I guess you can pick it up later, because you really only need 80. So do I have to right-click and then say I'm going to do it, or does this just say you can? Yes, it just says he can. Okay, well, you might as well have that. What is the evocation cantrip? How would I even look? Cantrip? Common? There we go. Illuminate a 9-meter radius. Nice. Okay. That's fine. He can have it.
Mind. Well,
okay.
in it. Can't slow down.
Amek? Who are you?
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
True. True. Very true. Right. I was going to go and learn how to speak to animals, because I think we could get a druid with us, and then the druid could speak to animals. Although, before we do that, we want to explore this back part of the grove as well. See what's going on down here. Because I'm assuming this is the only way into the grove, the way we came in. So what's up this way? Wait, Volo's a shop? Did I check him for shop stuff last time? Maybe. Hello.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change.
No.
Become.
We're gonna listen.
Change? No. Damn it!
Are you alright?
No. I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't. Nothing fits, you know?
Okay. Let me see if I can help.
It can't hurt. I have an extra loot, if you want.
First things first, what's the song about?
My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her dancing beneath the stars. A huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seemed to crumble, like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect.
Keep going. What would you say to your teacher if she were here right now?
That it's okay. That I'll be okay. And thank you for everything.
Alright, that's what your lyrics need to say.
Moon, moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Wait.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Sorry.
That was very impressive. I don't know how she made the lute sound like it was like a whole bunch of instruments. That was very good. Okay. Don't worry. Cry as much as you need.
She'd have said the same thing. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it.
Well, you've come up with a fine tribute to her.
Lihala said that's why eulogies were important. They were for the living as well as the dead. I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to Lihala. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Oh, well. We have successfully, we successfully made her write a song. Not sure what that's really done for us, but It was cool. I'm going to put squirrel in here. Create it. And then I'm going to end the episode there. Gale, get away from her. Don't know what you... Gale. Right. Come on, let's be sensible now. Right. So, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.